Hi guys, I'm Caitlin with the Rave TV, and
Happy
today
New Year.
we're talking with
Happy
Mr.
New
Jake.
Year. Hi. It's our first interview of 2015 right now.
That's awesome.
We didn't even let you get through the intro before we
That's
started
okay,
talking.
That was it.
I love it.
So, how do you guys feel about being back in Milwaukee, being back at the Rave?
We love it. It's nice and cold. You guys welcomed us with some nice weather. It's good.
Yeah, it's awesome not being able to feel my feet.
Is there anything you like to do besides freeze your feet off, drink wine? Yes. Specifically in Milwaukee for our wine drinking.
We actually we don't usually get wine on a rider, but we got a bottle today.
Very
There's a
nice.
really highly rated McDonald's next door that we like.
Yeah. Don't forget the Taco Bell on the other side next to the Ambassador.
It's the best place to eat.
Yeah, I
Yep.
actually got a taco in burger today. It was delicious.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to try that.
What an adventure.
Oh, a taco.
You just don't want to have any of this nonsense.
Oh, no. I'm just waiting for my time to chime in.
Burgaco.
So, if I'm not mistaken, you guys released American Idol today. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yes. Was it today?
Yeah, well,
Officially.
Recently?
Officially today.
Yeah.
There was
Yes.
much debate on when the official release date was, but then, yeah, some people got theirs early.
That is our new single. It's getting played on how many stations? A few.
I think 17.
17 stations, yeah.
What was the aim with that? What are you guys trying to do differently, or just kind of like the artistic inspiration behind it?
Well, it was a song that was on our last record, and we just kind of all sort of feel strongly that that's like a solid song, and we'd like to continue playing that song. So we made a single with it, and we had an extra song from the recording as well to add on there. So it's kind of like sort of for the fans to kind of like have an extra Bless and Jake thing to pick up, but it's fun to make releases. Like
Yeah, these days
releasing
releasing a single is not like it was when you were trying to actually get on the radio or anything like that. It was basically a reason to put stuff on a 7-inch and send it out to people.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of specific songs, what songs do you guys like to play live specifically? What are your favorite ones for whatever reason?
Living La Vida Loca has been my favorite lately.
The guest list mosh.
Enter Sandman.
Very cool.
Anything by Taylor Swift.
To play live
Yeah.
for the fans.
We do a Taylor Swift cover on our set.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, she's the hottest thing going. We figured if she sold 2 million records the first week, if we could get like a fraction of a percent, maybe we could have something.
When Chris sings "Shake It Off," it means a totally different thing, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, we've been playing the Pac-Man cereal song from the
Yes.
newly released Pac-Man cereal on General Mills. We've playing that's been a lot of fun live.
I saw you guys on Warped Tour a while ago, and you were playing. I think you played SpongeBob theme song. You
Yes.
played all sorts of cartoon cover songs. That was a lot of fun.
We have a TV EP that has all of those songs on it that you can get from our merchandise website.
I guess speaking of Warped Tour,
James.
how do you guys feel about the way that the genre switch of that has changed since you guys started playing it? Because you've been playing Warped Tour for a long time.
That's a good question, and I will answer it. I think that we actually do better now because we stick out. You know, back when we were first starting to do the Warped Tour, there was a lot of punk bands, a lot of ska bands, a lot of bands with horns and stuff. So I think that we actually stick out now in a good way.
And now people are like, "Who are those guys getting on stage with the walkers?"
Aren't those the janitors? Why, they actually
why
sound
are
pretty
they?
good.
Do you guys
New band, less
listen
than
to
Jake.
more like ska and punk music on your free time, or what do you like to listen to just for your personal preference?
I think we're all kind of scattered on that. I think we all kind of listen to different stuff, and we sort of pull all that together, you know, in the like Les and Jake's songwriting process. So, I mean, I still listen to punk rock. You know, I'm kind of in like rock and alternative, but
It changes
I know
throughout the
Vinny
years too,
listens to
though.
a lot of hip hop and
I listen to a lot of hip hop.
What are some of your favorites? Albums, artists?
Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Currently my favorite record. Thank you very much.
Very cool.
I don't know. As far as music, I think that like it's the beautiful thing that when you're a band for 20 plus years, you have this vast array of influence, and you continually sort of change that. Then when you go to songwrite amongst everyone that you have been songwriting with, it adds like a cool dynamic to it. And it's not when we first started the band, everyone liked ska and punk music, so there was only this small little sort of creative influence to draw from. Now it's a much broader canvas and much broader palette, not to get totally stupid. Or
well, that was good. That was well said.
Right, that was great.
Hey, not bad for the drummer, hey?
He has a refined palate.
See you guys later.
No, it's inspired, and it shows with how eclectic your guys' music is. So.
Yeah, Chris only listens to metal, and you can
Yeah,
hear
and
that
it
on a
shows.
couple songs. You can hear that influence.
Besides your...
So what do you do in your spare time, Caitlin?
What do I do in
Yeah.
my spare time? And
Besides-
now I'm getting interviewed.
Yeah, besides
Why?
doing this, do you have any other
It
jobs?
took her
or is it- is
45
this-
minutes to get her
is it-
scarf like that.
Is this
so.
your full-time job?
He's not lying, by the way. I'm a graphic designer full time.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
yeah, music and photography.
Well, you should talk to
I'm
Vinny.
a
He-
photographer here, so
Wait, which is it then? Photographer, graphic designer.
all of the above.
You wear a lot of hats.
Interviewer. I try.
That's good.
Get
She's
to
a
talk to
creative.
guys like you.
Just leave it at that.
The hostess with the mostest.
Stick to the card.
I didn't know we were going to go off topic. Do you like orange juice or apple juice?
Can I like both?
Yeah. Do you like grape juice?
I do like grape juice.
Prune juice?
No.
Not old enough to like prune juice yet.
Yeah, that's all we get on the rider now is prune juice.
Personal question I wanted to ask you guys. We're gonna get away from the prune juice. I'm gonna derail that a little bit.
Briefs.
I like that.
The answer is briefs, if you were wondering. She's a personal question.
I've seen you guys quite a few
Unaware?
times, and you're always doing ridiculous, awesome stage gimmicks. You shaved a kid's head once. You forced a videographer to shotgun a beer. And you also made a 13-year-old boy make out with a much older woman.
Wow. We didn't do that, did we?
I wouldn't say made.
I'm wondering,
I think suggested.
Yeah. There were no
are
whips
these-
involved.
Are these premeditated? Is this just like a fun, off-the-cuff thing you like to do?
Can we say both?
Yes, you can.
Sometimes things just happen during the show, and sometimes they're really out of our control, and people think they're scripted, and they're never scripted. Very rarely.
Yeah, and if it is it's not scripted. It's usually loose. There's a loose idea going onto the
Right.
stage, and then whatever happens, happens.
It makes it more fun that way.
Oh yeah, scripted is kind of obvious usually.
We made a guy chug a bottle of Metamucil the other night. Didn't go down so well.
It doesn't sound like much fun for
No.
him. You
Didn't
guys
come out
probably
so
had a
well
great
either.
time with that.
We did actually. It was a larger man got up on stage the other night, and
Oh,
you told
God.
him we had someone brought up shots of Jameson before that, so we made him do what was left, and there were 3 shots left, and I was like, don't do the third one. He did the third one, and then Chris, as soon as he got done with the third shot, goes, all right, now the rest of this next song, you're gonna dance like you've never danced before, and then we
Did
heard
he do
later,
it?
oh he did, and then we heard later that he puked right outside. So
Yeah, he wasn't having a good night after
And
that.
added side note, those Jameson shots came from professional wrestler Eric Cannon.
Very nice.
And
He has
enjoy.
an incredible
I took
story to
mine,
tell.
so that's pretty incredible.
And then the other night, there was a guy screaming in the front row that he can slam a beer standing on his head. That was his claim to
He
fame.
wanted to get
so
up
so he said, "Come on up." And
Hey,
our
Andy
two,
Warhol said everybody's going to get there.
That's
15
right.
Minutes, 15 seconds.
yeah, our roadies got him up on his head against one of our.
We were already having a beer chugging contest between men with beards and short hair.
That's amazing.
And then he had a beard and short hair, but didn't get up, and then also said he could do that. And then he did come up and
He did.
Basically, we bring a lot of
Chugged a
guys
beer.
up on stage.
yeah, what we're trying to say is if you're a guy,
Less than Jake's sausage party tour.
So
Sure.
besides on-stage nonsense, what are some crazy tour pranks that you do that you can talk about?
We don't tour pranks.
that you can.
Or
Yeah.
just,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
We were pranked like over a decade ago.
Yeah, we tour prank when you were still in diapers. We don't tour prank anymore.
We did come back to our bus. I feel like I only remember the ones where we got pranked. We came back to our bus one time, and there was a full lobster dinner in the toilet of the bus.
oh, in the toilet. I was going to say, how is that?
Tried to
a
embellish a
prank?
little, man. Had to put some sides in there. There were some roasted potatoes.
I think it's funny that it was alive.
Yeah, it was alive. It was actually alive, and it was
Are
kind
you
of a bummer.
lying? This is real.
No, this was real.
This is real.
In the toilet.
Did you know who did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I took the lobster and I put it on the guy's shoulder. I walked up behind the guy's shoulder that put it in the bucket,
Right.
and he slipped and fell, and he slipped the disc in his back. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you get.
His lobster tail wasn't so straight after that.
Yeah, no real tour pranks though.
Yeah, pranks are for little kids.
It sounds like a prank to me. I don't know.
Oh, that was just a get back.
Yeah, well, yeah. All the things that happened to us were in retaliation for something we had already done, most likely.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you guys back and have you in Milwaukee, and I hope you enjoy your time. And you're playing with Real Big Fish,
Yes,
Correct.
we are.
so
And
have
the 30-0.
have a great night, and thanks for taking some time.
Rave.
Thank
rave,
you.
Rave.
Go back,
Rave.
go.
It's been Less Than Jake with Caitlin for Rave TV.
Next
There you
season,
go.
that
You
is.
did it for me. Thanks, guys.